Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Here's the pressure. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On the option. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Commodores. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. They're going to run it. Fights off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always
breaks into the open, picks up the 1st down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the ball is free on the pitch. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. The give to the single back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Believe it or not, because of that check down throw, I think the play caller is going to be more aggressive as the game goes on because he knows his guy is going to make the right decisions when shot plays that are called aren't open deep down the field. It wasn't that last time. He did the right thing. Expect them to take more shots, knowing this quarterback right now is really making good reads.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Alabama quickly back to the line. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Touch pass on the run. Sweet cut there. Going for the goal line. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Running through contact. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll be out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and what a return to get this offense on the cusp of a score. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dores!
And I love how this offensive coordinator...
And it's blocked. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Unleashes one. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. He lofts one down the sideline. Got it in stride at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sherman. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. It's on fourth down, still going. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime, a chance to chip away here on first and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll immediately call timeout.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Got it behind the line. It's Sherman. Touchdown, Vandy. A great catch and run for 6.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when he was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Smith dropping to pass. Pressure coming. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Commodores will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll try the right side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front.
Turning it on. Makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside, if the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice move to keep running. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Smith wants to throw. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. And the Commodores come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical fourth down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is
into the secondary on the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Creates a little room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Tide with the 1st and 10. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The Commodores are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the grab on the left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
On the option, power football with the run. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense, a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He's in there from the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes one man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and 9.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And we are tied. The return to the house and just an extra point away from taking the lead.
And it could not go any worse for this offense. All you're thinking is run the clock out. We have the lead. Defense does exactly what they wanted to do. They had to get a stop. They had to force a turnover. They forced the turnover, scoop it up, and now craziness. They take the lead late in the 4th quarter. What a play by this defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. This for the lead and very likely the win. Between the uprights, it's good. Big celebration, and understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. this drive started from the 29. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. All wideouts, no backs. Smith wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both